Okay, scanning the road 12 to 15 seconds ahead. I see a railroad crossing. I see the marker. At about 200 feet, I will activate my hazard lights or four ways. I will tap my foot on the brake, let the people behind me know that I'm about to stop. I will approach the railroad crossing. I will stop no closer than 15 feet. And you notice that the phone is ringing. I will disregard that. Safety comes first. I will shut off all my noisemakers. I will then open my service window, and I'll open my service door, looking left and right that I can see up and down the railroad crossing. And I have multiple tracks, so I have to also look on the road on the other side, make sure there's no traffic coming. Left or right, I will rock and roll. I see no traffic coming. I will now close my door and proceed across the railroad crossing. Remember, when crossing railroad crossings, never stop, always go through. After about 4 stops, after my tires have crossed the railroad crossing, I will then deactivate my four ways. I will take a left, activating my left-hand signal, hand over hand motion. Okay, we are approaching a railroad crossing that we should not cross because we cannot see clearly to the right side. The crossbuck sign, I've activated my four ways, hazards. I've tapped my brake to let the traffic behind me know that I will stop. I will open my service window. I will open my door. I will look to the left. A lot of obstruction. I can't see with that white building in the way. And I cannot see to the right at all for traffic coming or if there's a train coming. So this is not a safe place to cross. Even though we have lights and cross arms, it is not safe to do so. I will close my door, rock and roll, looking far as I can, and then proceed. After my rear tire crosses the railroad tracks, I will allow my blinkers, four ways, to blink 4 times, and then I will turn them off. So this is a railroad crossing that we should not cross. You can take a left at the light prior to this and go either direction, it will be safe. This next railroad crossing, we will show a better example on how it looks from another angle. Coming to a complete stop. Behind the sign, we're going to take another right-hand turn, tracking our tires, watching our pivot point, making a good, safe turn. Again, there's the crossbuck sign. We're going to activate our four ways, tap our brake, let people know behind us that we are coming to stop. Again, no further than 15 feet, no closer than 15 feet. Here is an opposite view of the railroad crossing. To the left I can see, and to the right I can see. As you can see, the road turns and it curves to where you can see the traffic if there was a train coming. I will open my service door, make sure it's good to see through, left and right. Again, no traffic coming. I will close my door and proceed. After my rear tires cross the railroad crossing, I will allow my blinkers to blink 4 times and then turn them off. I see a crossbuck sign to my right. I will activate my four ways at approximately 200 feet from the railroad crossing. And this is a passive crossway crossing. It has no lights or bells. And again, we want to stop 15 feet, but no further than 50. I will open my service window. in my service door. I will look left and right and left again. I hear or see no train, and I've asked my students to be quiet. I've turned off all my noise makers. And note on this sign and all cross buck signs, they have report a problem or an emergency. There's a 1877 number, and in the crossing number, if you have a violation of any obstruction, you call that number and they will get your location and they will get it taken care of quickly. Okay, now we are going to treat this track as a double track because there's a stop sign that we have to stop to. Our bus will hang over the track, so we can't proceed. We have to stop behind this track, and we have to make sure that the traffic on the oncoming lane is open, that there's no vehicles coming. So we're treating this as a double track. It's all clear. I will close my service door, checking left, right again, and checking the road left and right, make sure there's no traffic. I will not stop. I will hesitate and go through. And the reason you do not stop at that railroad crossing is that stop sign is because your bus will be hanging over the railroad track. After 4 blinks, I will turn my lights off.